Before we get into the video, did you know that we've got a Discord server where you can chat, hang out, and even get support with any of your problems? We have support channels where we help you out with your code. We have resources to point you in the right direction of learning the basics of a programming language. You can even invite your own bot to Vaulttrack's development and test your own bots. There are many bots for you to play with. Now let's get into the video. Hello YouTube, and welcome to episode 3 of this Discord bot dashboard tutorial. So this is episode 3, and in this episode we're just going to make a quick navigation bar on the front end, and then in the next episode I can show you how to use OAuth2 to log in, log out and all that. But first we need some sort of way to know if we're logged in or not. So I thought I'd take this episode to show you how to make the navigation bar. So today obviously we're going to be working in our client folder, so I'm going to cd into that. And it looks a bit like this. So we have a bunch of useless files. We're just going to get rid of a bunch of them, not all of them though, we need to keep some. We'll keep our index.js. Keep service worker. Okay, and then in our public folder we'll keep the favicon for now. We'll delete these 2 logo files. You can get rid of all these comments if you want. We'll get rid of that. Rename React app to whatever your dashboard name is. So I'm just going to do tutorial dashboard. And I'll get rid of this as well. So that's our index.html, so that's sorted. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to first install a framework called Material Bootstrap Design React. And this will allow us to have a material design. Wait, no, I got the package wrong. It's npmi mdb react. So Material Design Bootstrap React is what it's called. So this framework is Bootstrap and it's in a material theme. So we'll be able to work with material components with this. I'll leave a link to the documentation in the description. We're also going to install React Router DOM, and this will be for navigation to different pages, links, etc. And whilst that's installing, in the source folder we're going to create a new folder called components. Wait, no, I don't want to search it. I want to create the folder. And now we're going to install prop types, so that's prop-types. Within our components folder, we're going to create another folder called navigation. And then within the navigation folder, we're going to have oh my god, why does it keep on searching? We're going to have navigationbar.js.
This is Blazing Fast, a cheap and reliable hosting company. They provide many services to suit your needs, including web hosting, VPS hosting and dedicated servers. They offer a range of VPS servers to suit your bot's needs, starting with 512 MB of RAM up to 16 GB of RAM. You can easily set up your new VPS, and Blazing Fast offers a range of different operating systems. If you're looking for Windows, you will need a 1 GB VPS and above. Perhaps €5 is too much for you. No problem, you can use our code Vaulttrack to knock 25% off the price, dropping it to only €3.75 a month. Blazing Fast stand out due to their incredible 980 gigabit per second firewall, preventing all kinds of online attacks. Do not expect your service to go offline anytime soon. And if you're in doubt, just look at all these happy customers.
So we're going to import React and component from React, like so. And then we're going to import quite a few things now. So we want MDB navbar, MDB navbar brand, MDB navbar nav, MDB nav item, MDB nav link, MDB navbar toggler, MDB collapse. Oh no, I was meant to be a capital. Collapse. MDB icon. MDB drop down. MDB drop down toggle. MDB drop down menu. MDB drop down item. Now the names of these are pretty much common sense, and they're all coming from the MDB React library. So we also want to install and import prop types from prop types. Now we want to export default class, which we'll name this class navigation bar, and it extends the component class from React. So we'll create a new state now, is open, and we'll set it to false. Now this is for our navigation bar, whether it's collapsed or not. And we're going to create a function called toggle collapse, like so. Then we're going to do this dot set state is open, and then the opposite of whether it's open or not. Very simple stuff there. Now we want our render method, which is going to render our web page. So within the render method there has to be a return statement, like so. So we're going to have MDB navbar color equals black. So we're going to have a black navbar. And now we're going to have MDB navbar brand, which is going to be the branding to the left of the navbar. And we're going to have that in white text, which is also going to be bold. And we'll just say bot dashboard, like so. MDB navbar toggler on click, which will equal this dot toggle collapse, like so. Very simple stuff still. MDB collapse, and we'll give that the ID of navbar collapse, is open will equal this dot state dot is open, then navbar. Now within this we're going to have MDB navbar nav to the left, so this is the left side of the navigation bar now, and this is where we're going to put our links to different pages, but for now we're only going to have one page. So we'll have nav link, which will redirect to our home page, and we're just going to call this server selection. And now we want MDB navbar nav right, so this can be the right side of our navigation bar now. MDB nav item, MDB drop down, MDB drop down toggle, nav caret, MDB icon, which the icon is going to be a user icon, like so. That's a bit spaghetti-ish there, so we can just do that. And now we're going to have MDB drop down menu with a class name of drop down default. And now within our drop down we're going to have a drop down item, which for now we won't put a URL to, but we will later on. We can indent that back, it's a bit annoying it does that. we're going to have logout this.props.user.username, which if you're logged in, we will see this and it will give you the username of the current logged in person. Now that's our navigation bar done. We just need to now define the prop types. So it's navigation bar dot prop types, and it's going to have a prop of user, which is going to be the type of an object. Now we've defined the type of that, we can go ahead in the components folder, create a file called app.js, which will be our main basically the index. So we'll import React component like we did before from React. We're going to import browser router as router from React router DOM. We're going to import the navigation bar we just created, so that'll be from navigation bar, and now we can export our default class app, which extends the component class. We'll have a state of loading which will be set to true, and the user will be null. Now we're going to create component did mount, which will load after the page is rendered. This is where our OAuth2 stuff is going to go in the next episode, but for now we'll just set this .state load into false as a placeholder for now, and then we're going to have our render method. So we're going to have a conditional loading now, conditional rendering. If this .state loading, so if it's loading, we're simply just going to return react.fragment, and then we're just going to have the div class name container, and for now we'll just have a h1 that says loading. Very basic. Otherwise, if it is not loading, but there's no user logged in, then we're going to do window.location.replace, and we'll just redirect them to the Discord website for now. But again, this will be our OAuth2 stuff. And as always, you have to return something. So we'll just return a react.fragment. Otherwise, if it's not loading and there is a user logged in, then we can do react.fragment. Within that we can have our router, and then we can have our container, our navigation bar, which the user will equal this.state.user, and that'll be our props. And we have an error. Oh yeah, we didn't return. Remember to return. Right, I don't know what all that was about. Anyway, we'll refer to our index.js now. So we'll go ahead and delete that. We'll get rid of this. Instead, we're going to import at @fortawesome / fontawesome free css all.min.css. So importing style sheets now. Import bootstrap css only /css /bootstrap.minified.css. Then we want to import mdbreact /dist css mdb.css, and then we want to update the file path to this, which would be components/app, like so. And now we're ready to test our application. So we run npm start, and that'll start the development server. And then we can navigate to the web page. So let's go test. Okay guys, here we are in testing, so I'm going to paste the link now. It's going to redirect us to Discord since we're not logged in. So I'm going to paste it. Tutorial dashboards loading. And it's redirected us to Discord. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.